So, I'm going to get my mop taken care of. Going to get a haircut. I'm going to a stylist that I've never worked with before. Her name is Darla. Catherine recommended her to me. I'm excited to get my haircut because once I get my haircut, I'm going to schedule my headshot session. And once I do that, I'll have new headshots. That's what happens when you get photos. Yeah, I'm pumped about that. I'm just really excited about updating my photos. They're sort of the front lines, of your product, your service as an actor. Your photo is super, super important. Casting will see that first before they see anything else, and they won't see anything else unless they click on your photo and go to your profile. So your headshot has to be good, has to be quality, has to say something. And when I say that, I mean there has to be an expression or feeling coming off of the face of the actor. So yeah, I'm excited to do all that and go into the end of this year and next year with some new photos. I finally got all my new wardrobe stuff that was advised to me by Melanie, my agent. So that's also exciting. I haven't had a headshot session with anyone besides Nicole. I did with this one dude who was trying to become a headshot photographer. I don't think he ever continued doing it. But besides them two, I haven't had a headshot photographer do a session with me out here in LA. I did one once before I moved here, and I paid a lot of money for them. And the funny thing is that those headshots only took me as far as getting my agent. So once I got my agent, they wanted me to get new photos. So yeah, it's kind of a funny thing how that works. But I trust my team, and I know she knows what she's doing. She recommended the photographer to me and all that shit. So I'm excited because I'm really taking the time to figure this all out. So yeah, here we go. What's up? Today is Wednesday, September 10th. And yes, I did look at my calendar before I came on here because I never fucking know what day it is, what day of the week, the number, the month. I don't. Anyway. There's some fires happening throughout California, and I actually don't know which one specifically is affecting Los Angeles, but it has been, the sky has been terrible with air quality the past several days, and I've been waking up in the morning and the sun is dark red, it's orange, and then even now it's usually blue sky, and it's just this gray sort of, I don't even know how to describe it. It looks smoky, and it does smell like smoke outside. So yeah, a couple things. I got my hair cut. I think it looks good. It's a little, I'm still figuring out how I'm going to, uh, present it when I go to get my photos. Probably something like this. But I like it. Came out good. Darla was cool. And she was a drummer too, so that's cool. I scheduled my headshot session with JP, the photographer. And yeah, I got all my stuff ready to go, so I'm excited for that. That's next Tuesday. I had something in the works, and it just wasn't. I was sort of forcing something because there was an opportunity to submit a script to to get funding and potentially some distribution and eyes on it. No guarantee, but it was sort of, it was an opportunity, and I like taking opportunities when they're there. But this one felt a little forced after a while, and the deadline was like in a few days. So I was working on it yesterday, and I just had to call it and be like, you know what, this is more of a feature than it is a short, and for me to turn this into a short and burn my week trying to figure this out and potentially not even do it, I don't know. So I just called it, and I'm not going to work on that. So I think that's something that is important for people to understand and figure out for themselves, when to sort of pull the plug on something. And luckily for me, it was early. I had a conversation with my mom, and the story was about one of her experiences. And I'm trying to piece things together, and I only got about a page in because I was really trying to fit what was more of an arcing feature story, and I was trying to take a piece of it and make it a short. And the short just wasn't there. It just didn't have enough conflict and, something that was pulling the audience in. It just wasn't in the scene that I was looking to do. So I was lucky, and I just pulled the plug early because I would have wasted the rest of my week trying to figure this thing out. So that was kind of a relief because I was feeling like the deadline was coming, and I'm trying to get this thing done, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. So I have a Zoom webinar with some NBC executives who are going to be talking about breaking into television, so that's cool. It's through a company called Short and Sweet. They're these people who put on theater normally, and because of COVID, they're offering different opportunities for people to get connected and do more work. So that's starting in a few. Be jumping on that, and then I will be doing the monologue that I had worked on for Nosotros. I'm going to be doing that monologue again, a condensed version of it, for Meals for Monologues, which is through the Actors Expo, which I usually go to every year. This year it's virtual on Zoom. So all the casting directors will be there through Zoom. I don't know how many will be watching, but like I always say, if you have an opportunity to do some work in front of someone who works in the industry, do it. But make sure that the work that you're doing is up to par to the best of your capability. That's all I gotta say. I'm not saying like if you feel like you suck, you shouldn't do it, because that's not a good gauge. But you can gauge where you're at by how much work you've put into the thing. So if you've put enough time and effort into something, it'll probably be worth showing people. So yeah, that's that monologue, I believe, is tomorrow. Or no, it's over the weekend. So not Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. It's over the weekend, and yeah, that's it. I recorded some drums, like a drum cover before. I'm gonna work on that. And I've been plugging away at my program, so I am almost done with the first phase of it. which has taken me a little while, but I'm glad that I'm finally like getting closer to the end of this chunk of it, because then I can jump into more of the technical stuff like the breathing, the vocals, the movement, this and that, which I'm realizing that's all going to take me a long time to do, or at least a lot of research and studying to back what it is that I'm preaching. So yeah, this is it. This is the week.
The
yes,
dun, dun, dun.
teams hand in hand to find all this great talent across the country and now the world, and be able to fold them into.
So this is kind of exciting. I am depositing my first residual checks. I got residual checks from SWAT, and I'm going to deposit them right now. And I'm going to go to the post office, get a money order, and send my agency their cut. So that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I'm at the Wells Fargo ATM. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I think that's this is kind of one of those milestones that is random, but I would like to get used to. All right, take care.